Hey there, folks. How are you today? It's Nate from Peach Domino Paper Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful book page pocket. See how it's zigzag? You've got a little pocket here and a little pocket here, but then I also fixed it so you've got a little pocket here, right? And then you can glue it on three sides here, these three sides, and stick it down to your book and have another pocket back here, right? Pretty cool. Now, this is the beginning of a series I'm going to do on pockets. And just so you know, when I label it book page pockets, it's because I'm making it out of book pages. If I label it pockets, it's because I'm not making it out of book page pockets. But just about everything I do out of book page pockets, you can do on any kind of paper. And just about everything I do on regular paper, you can also do on book page pockets. Now, sometimes, like in this case, you really need a rectangular piece because it won't work otherwise. If you get a square piece, you're just going to end up with a triangle. Watch how I fold it and you'll see. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make the first page, okay? And then I'm going to do it all the way through. I'm going to make it finished. It's going to look like this, only in a different color. And then I'm going to show you how to mass make a bunch of them because I need them in a bunch of different colors. All right? You ready? Take your pocket, and it doesn't matter what size your book page is. Does not matter. But this size produces this kind of pocket. See, where you don't get it all the way folded over. A longer one would provide more of a fold over. And if you're running out of book pages, I went to the Dollar Tree and picked this up for $1.25. And I have more than enough pages. Okay, so you take your pocket, or your page, and you lay it out this way. Okay, you're going to take this corner down here, this bottom corner, and you're going to fold it up, and you're going to line it up as best you can with the text on the page. Don't worry about the top corner there. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice, but my cutting's not great, so kind of line it up with the text on the page. And I like to make sure everything's burnished because it's just easier for me. You're going to take it and you're going to flip it over so it looks like this. Okay? And then we're going to take this and we're going to fold it right about to the edge. So, like that. Kind of line it up as best you can, again with the text on the page. Don't worry about this. My cutting's not the greatest, so that edge is not perfect. Sorry about the shaky camera. It's still attached to something on my desk. Okay, once you've got that, you're going to take this piece right here and just fold it like this. Okay, line it up with this edge here, kind of. Okay, and that's all the folding we're going to do. That's it. That's all we got to do. Now, if your pocket here goes way up here, you can either tuck it around, or you can tuck it under, or you can tuck it, back into another one. It's up to you how you want to do that. So we're going to get some ink. And today I'm using Blueprint Sketch ink. And we're going to ink this one up. First time I've used this. Okay, we're going to ink it up. We're going to go along, we're going to unfold it. Okay? Go every single edge piece. Sorry about the shakies. I'm trying to keep my arms off the table so it's not so shaky. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to grip in the best space, so I usually get ink all over my hands, which is okay. We're crafters. That's what we do, right? Walk out in public and you'll be like 70 different colors. It's like being a painter. It's okay. People want to look at you funny, they're just not in on it. Forget them. And if you'd like to put more ink put more ink. It's not going to hurt anything, right? It's all up to you. It's your page. Do what you want to with it. You can even fold it back up, because you're going to want to do both sides anyway, because we all know that only doing one side means that the other side is going to be the one showing, and then it won't be inked and you'll be all upset when you're done. So we just ink all the way around on both sides, okay, as best we can here. No, don't fold that one like that. Well, you could. Sorry, I think I got off camera for a minute there. Well, we're just going to ink it up. And when I say this is a quick and easy pocket, I mean it. We're almost done. I forgot to tell you to have your glue ready too. Mostly because I did not have my glue ready. Now, we're going to fold this edge. And we're going to ink both sides of this edge. Right? Because, let's face it, things don't only get inked on the outside. Things don't only age on the outside. They age on the creases too. I have seen people say that a good way to do the creases... Now, unfold that one and fold this one. I've seen people say that a good way to do the creases is to just do it like this. Because then you get the edge. And it also gets... Hey, it does. See, I learned something new today too. And where it doesn't get, you can always go back and get a little. Right? Now you've got one more crease. Don't forget this little baby crease here. I like that better anyway. I like that. Okay, so we're going to set that off to the side. Okay, we're done with our inking. We got it all. Check and make sure once it's folded. Looks like I need a little right here. There we go. We got that. We're going to put our ink back together. Now, I've heard people tell me to store this upside down. And that is because if you store it upside down, the ink inside will stay at the top of the ink pad. And if you store it right side up, the ink inside will kind of, I don't want to say leak out, because that's not going to happen, right? But the ink inside might kind of sink to the bottom of the pad and it'll be harder to get out. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay, gluing. Gluing. Now, I don't like to leave a pocket here. I just don't. That's your preference. You can. You don't have to. I'm not going to. And I don't like to leave a pocket here at the bottom. Some people do. And that's okay. You can do that if you want to do that. So I just keep finding glue bottles that are not going to work. Let me get another glue bottle. Stretch. Okay. See this? This is a spice container that I bought a 2-pack of these for $1 at Dollar Tree, Dollar General. And it holds these little bottles upside down pretty well. So that's what I've been using. So you just run you a bead of glue here and here. Right. You put your glue bottle down and fold it over. Burnish it. Well, we might have our glue in the wrong place on that side. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Okay, now here's what we're going to do here. I'm going to run a bead of glue across here because, again, I don't like the bottoms being unglued. I just feel like things are going to slip out. Whether they will or not, I don't really know. I don't stop long enough to consider that part. Now, we're not going to run a bead of glue here because we want a pocket there. We are going to run a bead of glue here because I do want a little pocket there. I think they're cute. Whether they're usable or not, couldn't tell you. And that's it. Told you it was quick and easy, right? Now, how do you make a whole bunch of these at once? Well, you could do it this way. But if you want to save just a little bit more time, you can do it this way. You ready? We're going to make a whole bunch. Now, I'm going to set aside my blueprint because we've already used blueprint and I want different colors. So, fold up, line it up, open the burnish. Trying to remember to do this in a way that'll make it easier for everybody instead of just the way that makes it easiest for me, which is not always the most logical. See, I got my edge a little wrong right here, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and finish folding. Do all the fold. Okay, and that's 1. And I need 9 more, or 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9, so that's 1. Here's 2. Line it up. Okay. Finish it down. Did I do that on all of these edges? Oh, no I did. Turn it over. I try to keep the blank space out, but I missed bad on this one. Should have done it the other way. Oh well. It'll give a nice contrast in the middle, I suppose. Oops. Fold her down. Fold her over. See, by the time you get this video finished, you'll be a master at this because these are quick, easy, and it's only a couple folds. You'll be really good at it. And then you'll be telling me, oh, I don't need any more pocket tutorials. No, please don't tell me that because I really love pockets. They're my favorite. I don't know why. Pockets are my favorite elements. I don't know how many people actually have a favorite element. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe I'm weird. Wouldn't you first? Fold it over. Oops, got all my creases wrong on this one. It's okay. It's a junk journal, right? Come on. Fold. There's 3. Oh, look, I almost did that one backwards, too. We'll fold that in. Because I really don't like to blank. If I'm doing a book page pocket, I want it to be a book page. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. No, let's pretend I didn't do that because that was messed up. That was the stupidest accent coming out of my mouth. Like, because I can't do that right. Right, I'm not that southern. I'm southern, but I know I was raised by Yankees. Please forgive me. And my granddad still swears he's not a Yankee because he's from Missouri. And they were part of the Confederacy. I don't care. You're not from Texas. You're a Yankee. Sorry to all y'all that are not from Texas. I hate to burst your bubble. 4. Don't worry, I don't force that. I used to when I was a kid. I was like dead serious. If you're not from Texas, you're a Yankee. Like dead serious. Now I just play around with it because it's, well, who cares? This page probably shouldn't have gone in there, but we're going to fold that up. So be careful when you choose your books. I wasn't. Didn't occur to me. This book is called Irish Above All, right? Okay. So what, right? Well, Irish Above All is set in the 1800s. What does that mean? Well, it's set in the early 1800s in the United States. There are a lot of pages of this book I could not use. So, I'll do with that information what you will. Be more careful about your book selection than I was. Ooh. I was playing with my dogs before we did this. That's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. Sorry y'all are having to listen to me ramble on, but unfortunately none of y'all are here to hold a conversation with, so till one of y'all shows up here to hold a conversation with me, it's a one-way podcast, I guess. So I hope everybody's life's going well. 6. Make sure, if you really like this video, that you go in and hit the like button. Oh, and subscribe, if you don't mind. Would like to get, there we go. Finally got the sentence to cooperate. I would like to be able to set up members and stuff on YouTube, but I don't think I have enough subscribers for that. I have less than 100. So, I'm not worried about YouTube play buttons or being infamous or any of that junk. I would just like to set up some incentives for people, Like, I'm going to start a Patreon. Eventually. I'll get around to it. And there will be some benefits on there. And I've got a Facebook group started. And I would like for you guys to go check out my Facebook group. The link will be in the description box, along with, it'll be on my Linktree. There's 7. There's 8. But I'm trying to get the group to start talking with me. Like, I seem to be about the only one talking. Anybody can make a conversation on there. Nobody is. If I ask questions, people are answering those questions, and I would like to get more interaction out of the group, really. I need to get on putting up some freebies and stuff. But there's going to be Facebook-only bonuses. Once I start doing Patreon, there will be Patreon-only bonuses. And I'm not going to make people, like, I know that some places, that's 8. This is 9. Some places will do, like, Patreon, and then YouTube subscribers, and then maybe a Facebook group, and all 3 of those places get different bonuses. And while I think that would be a good idea in theory, I personally don't want to pay for Patreon and YouTube subscriptions for the same place. So I'm not gonna, all the bonuses are gonna be basically the same. There will be different bonuses for the paid subscribers, like YouTube subscribers and Patreon subscribers, versus the free Facebook ones. But come on now, I'm not gonna do like, this is your bonus for Patreon and this is your bonus for YouTube. I don't like that idea. I just don't. Okay, so we've got all 9 of these, right? Now the next step is inking. And again, 9 different colors. We've got Wilted Violet today for the first one. Y'all are going to see a lot of these colors in my upcoming pockets tutorials because, well, I'm making sets of pockets. There are people who don't want to make their own pockets, so I'm going to offer them pockets. If they buy them, great. If they don't, I can still use them in my journals. So for the edges, I'm still going to do them this way. My wife keeps trying to steal all the purple pages. She's a purple person. Anyway, the point of all that story was, there's a link in my description box to my Linktree, and it has all of my socials on it. It has my Facebook group on it. It has my Ko-fi page. Once I start putting things up on Etsy again, which I will be doing shortly, it'll have my Etsy page. It's got, I think that's it. I think it's just socials, Etsy, Ko-fi, and my Facebook group. My personal Linktree, which is in some of my past video descriptions, has Cash App, and it has the link to the Paper.ee group, because I am on the design team of the Paper.ee group. So when I post a Paper.ee video or a tutorial that has Paper.ee stuff, I will be posting my personal Linktree along with the links to the Paper.ee and the packages that I use in the video from the Paper.ee. I am going to start posting affiliate links to products that I use off of Amazon, because I know people want to know, what products do you use, what do you recommend, and this will be a way for me to do that without them having to ask. I like the way the purple does. The blue did great this way. The purple's just not giving it to me. So I guess it depends on the ink maybe, or how much you have on your little dauber. Maybe even the dauber, because this is a different style of dauber. This is a flat one versus the one we used for the blue. I don't know what the differences are. I just picked one up when I went out because, yeah, I needed some. If you have any criticisms of this video, please make them constructive. I respond much better to constructive criticism, and I'm sure everybody else does too. But please make it constructive and let me know. I would absolutely love to know what I could be doing better or what I should leave out. I don't like speeding up my videos, I'll tell you that now. And in the beginning, what I was doing was I would tell you what to do and then I would do it off screen. I don't like doing that either. Because if I'm going to do it and I'm going to show you how to do it, I would much rather just show you how to do it all the way through. Because that way, I don't know, it just feels better to me. And that way, if you want to speed up the video, you are welcome to. Remember, we're not gluing yet, we're mask making. Remind myself of that sometimes. Maybe I'm using the wrong side. Well, they're both the same side, so I don't know. This one is carved pumpkin, and I picked this set, pardon me, because of carved pumpkin. Halloween, you know, had to have some kind of Halloween-y color, right? Right. Carved pumpkin's not too bad. Looks a little better than this crappy orange that I have. See? Much more vibrant. Like, if all you can get is the cheap inks, if you go to Dollar Tree, I think I got this orange and this purple in a set at Walmart last year after back to school with some cute little stamps, you know. They weren't the greatest, but stamps. I wanted stamps. And they're good. They work. They're lighter and not as vibrant as the Distress inks. But sometimes that's what you want, I suppose. Like, they look a little more distressed than the Distress inks to me. I don't know. But anyway, that's the next pocket, is that one I keep showing with the orange. But yeah, if you want me to change something or think I could do something better, please let me know. I got a new camera mount, so I'm closer in and more stable. As long as I keep my arms off the table, I'm gonna put a wood block on my wall, and then that way, when I shake my arms on the table, you can't feel it in the camera. I've got my microphone here, so maybe y'all can hear me a little better and it sounds a little better. There's a light on my camera mount now. I don't know if it helps or not. Let's see, which one's power? Sorry. Y'all tell me, does that help? If you like what I'm doing, I would love for you to tell me that too. Always nice to hear that you're doing something right. I try to respond to comments. I don't always remember. I gotta set my notifications so that YouTube gives me my comments on my notification bar. Come back on the table, please, Pockets. And I'm trying to get my upload schedule fixed, so I'm going to film several videos in a row today. Not that you'll know any different, because you can't see my outfits. Neither. I'm going to film a couple videos in a row, and that way, on the days where I just don't have the extra time or oomph to film, I have some film. Right? See? Planning. Ooh, that was a lot. So, let's talk about ideas. I've had some ideas for things to put on my channel. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but this inking all makes my hand hurt. I have carpal tunnel, and I haven't gotten my shot recently, so sometimes it's harder for me to do than others, but I'm working through it. So here's some ideas for video series I've had, and y'all let me know if some of these might be something you want to see. I've got the folios, which I'm going to film another folio video today. Jennifer, sorry, she's on me about filming videos for the folio way back when. Anyway, I've got the folios, and now I'm starting the pockets. I don't want to do a series out of everything. Like, I did a waterfall, and later I might do another waterfall, but there's only so many ways to do a waterfall. You see what I'm saying? And I'm trying to give y'all things that you can use as a base to decorate on your own. I'm going to show videos where I decorate stuff. Please don't take that the wrong way. I'm gonna still do that. But my tutorials and stuff, I would rather, if I can, do blank bases for the tutorials, and then y'all can decorate them how you want. Now, I thought about doing these like this right here, because I have to incorporate the inking into the tutorial, because could you imagine trying to ink this after it's already glued? I would never. Could never. And yeah, I'm inking the back too. I don't have to. You don't have to. But I do. Probably a waste of time, but I'm doing it anyway. Sue me. Don't sue me, please. I'm broke. You wouldn't get anything. You might get my craft supplies, and that would make me sad. But, I was thinking about doing a basics series on different tools. I know that not everybody knows tools and terminology, so I thought that might be kind of a good one. I don't like these pads, these ink pads. I'm gonna go back to the other kind. What is this one? Lucky Clover. Lucky Clover. Here it goes. But I've got folios and pockets. I thought about doing a series on tools. Remind myself next time to pre-ink these, maybe. Just a thought. Now here's what you could do to save a little time if you don't want to ink everything. That one's... Sorry. If you don't want to ink absolutely everything, and you know that you're going to end up gluing this side down, you can leave it folded. Keep forgetting to take my arms up off the table. And you can ink on the folded side, on the front sides, all the way around. Which I may do for the rest of this, because my hands are starting to hurt. Okay, and then unfurl this. See how this side and this side are what we're going to need? Not this side, not this side. So what we're going to do, we're going to unfurl and ink here and here, right? And then that way when it's folded, you're fully inked, right? And it saves so much time. It's kind of up to you. Like I said, I'm probably going to do the rest of these this way because my hand is getting tired. But I want to do a series on albums, different albums. This is Mermaid Lagoon. I don't know, like, what else would y'all want to see, maybe, besides just random? I don't, I intend to video as much of my process on everything as I can. Sometimes I just don't want to video something. Like, I've started a Halloween journal, and I know that the way I'm going about it is horrible, and I really don't want y'all to learn that technique. I have done it the worst possible way. So what I'm going to do instead is, I'm going to create another mini journal, or mini album, when the rest of my black cardstock comes in. Now, I have seen in a lot of groups, I know I take a lot of tangents, ADHD, I'm sorry, but I've seen in a lot of groups that the scrapbookers, they use black cardstock for almost everything. And I asked one of them, apparently it's just to make it pop some more, which makes perfect sense. But I think I'm going to start doing that for a lot of things. Not everything. You obviously, you can't print on black cardstock without specific equipment. But I'm going to start making bases of things out of black cardstock. I might make bases of things out of both, because sometimes you want white behind it, right? I guess? I don't know. Who cares? Who knows? We'll figure that out later. Ground espresso. So, but yeah, what all would y'all want to see? I can give you a tutorial on how to print kits if you want. It's not going to be much. It's pretty simple to me. I just guess it's not really simple to everybody. Sometimes I forget that not everything that's simple to me is simple to others. And I don't mean to make anybody feel bad, I promise. So, please, please, please don't take it that way. And I try to never talk down to people who I'm trying to help. If somebody comes to me with a question, I don't say, well, geez, all you gotta do is sit. No. I try very, very hard to, explain things without talking down. That's hard for me. That's not the way I was raised. I'm relearning a lot. But yeah, please let me know if I ever offend you or anything. I will absolutely take that to heart and learn from it. But what were we talking about? Oh, I was talking about albums, pockets, folios, albums. Those are my favorites. And there's other things I'll make videos on. Elements, different elements. Teach you how to make tags. Which, even to me, tags seemed very complicated in the beginning because everybody makes you feel like they have to be a certain way or they have to look like this. That's not true at all. The only rule in junk journaling is it's yours. Don't let other people tell you what looks good. Like, if you want other people's opinions on does this go with this, that's one thing. But it's your junk journal. Don't let anybody tell you it looks bad. If somebody sees something that you could do in a better way, that's one thing. But you know that phrase, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or not that one. Well, that one too, but I'm thinking of the customer is always right. The real phrase is the customer is always right in matters of taste. You can tell a customer, that one doesn't taste as good as this one to me. You can say, well, would you like to try on a different size? Would you like to try on a different color? But what you can't do, shouldn't do, a lot of people do it anyway, is tell somebody that dress does not look good. Because there is always somebody that's going to think it looks good. And you know what? They're right. If they like it, then let them like it. Did I tell you what this is? It's abandoned coral. And every time I see the word coral, I think of Walking Dead. Coral. Oh, that's much better for putting ink on here, on these ones. So do it that way. Don't do it the way I was doing. Don't press it in. Which is probably bad for it anyway. Again, you learn as you go. Ooh, I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I know it's a shade of pink. Right? Coral's a shade of pink? No, I'm not colorblind. But sometimes colors don't differentiate right with me. Like this, yes, I can tell it's pink. But it also looks orange. Is that normal? Am I supposed to think that? Like, I know it's not orange, but you can't tell me there's no orange in that. I mean, you could, but see, this is another, the customer is always right in matters of taste. Because it might be the pinkest thing in the world to you, but to me it's orange-ish. So who knows? Not everybody sees the world the same way. So don't let others tell you any different. Don't let people come to you and say, your journal kind of looks a mess. Let them be constructive with it. And let them come to you and say, I like where you're going with this. What do you think about this? Or let them say, oh my gosh, that would look so great with this. Maybe. I don't really know. Like, constructive criticism, giving constructive criticism, it's always been kind of hard for me. There's 6. Taking it's never been hard for me. You want to judge my stuff? Judge it. That's okay. What do we got? Twisted citron. I know, citron. Citrus? It's green. Yellow green. Anyway. I know I'm very rambly today, and I apologize for that. I want a grass green. I don't know, looking at this on the side made it look like grass, and now I want a grass green. I'm gonna have to go find one. I've seen this color on camera before. I've never seen it in real life. It's kind of pretty. Kind of like what you'd expect a key lime pie to look like on an ad. Maybe a little darker. But yeah. I like that. Anyway. Yeah, sorry for the ramblings. But the only rule is there are no rules. Don't let people tell you anything. Don't let people say, oh, you can't use those book pages, they're too small. Oh, you can't put that in a junk journal. Do you know what junk journals are? Like, a lot of people come into junk journaling and think, oh, it has to be pretty, it has to be perfect. No. Junk journaling, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't actually looked into the history. But I know that junk journaling literally meant junk journaling. And I think somebody came up with it during the Depression. That's the part I'm not sure about. I don't know when it was like first done or whatever. This one is not sticking well. I'm green. But literally was made out of trash. Some people still do it that way. Like, I'm gonna do one that way because I think that's kind of neat, right? Some people don't think that's neat. And that's okay. Not everybody has to like the same stuff. That's where we get into problems, is telling everybody they have to like the same stuff. Just let people like what they like. Cracked pistachio. I just feel like talking weird today. So I have a bunch of ribbon. Change subjects, apparently. I don't use ribbon in my journals. I have not used ribbon in my journals. Going to, and I'll show that to y'all when I get to that. I have a bunch of vellum. I've used vellum one time. I want to use vellum more, but if you are like me, then you will know that it scares me to print on it. Now, I mentioned somewhere that it scares me. I'm scared of printing on vellum. I'm scared I'll ruin it, And they said, well, you have to do this, this, and this. And I don't know, it involved a whole bunch of steps and extra material and like cornstarch. But I did a test print because I was like, you know what? How am I going to learn if I don't try? Right? So I did a test print and I didn't do any of that cornstarch and stuff. I just printed and then I didn't touch it for like 2 minutes because I did see a lot of people say don't touch it. So it turned out purty. And yes, that's the technical term, purty, because I'm from Texas. So don't let things scare you too much. There are a lot of the elements that I've collected that I haven't done anything with because I'm scared of them. Don't be, please. Please try. Because you will never know if you try it. And what's the worst that can happen? You get to still put it in a junk journal because who cares? It's a junk journal. Why don't you do this? Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to make a book, or take a journal, or alter a book, however I need, and I am gonna start my big book of mistakes. Because they're not mistakes. But they're not something that I want in the journal I'm currently working on them for. You see what I'm saying? So, what do we have? Hickory smoke. I wonder how this differs from coal dust or whatever the other black one is I have. Black soot, hickory smoke. Alright? Here's black soot. So, here's hickory dust. Hickory smoke. Hickory smoke. Okay. Ready? Ah! Sorry, my Xbox got a little... I like it. It's... feels smoother than what this looks like. Definitely lighter. So there's that. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I was going on about. Just please don't be afraid to do things. And if you need somebody to walk you through it, let me know, and I will stick my neck out, and I will be the one to learn it and walk you through it. If you just want somebody to do it with you, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, and let me know, and we can do a video chat, and we can both sit there and do the project together if you want. If you just want to show somebody after you've finished, by all means, join the Facebook group. Show me. Make a video. Show us. We want to see. Because, I mean, if you think about it, this is going to sound weird, but if you think about it, all us crafters are also kind of craft lawyers. We want to see what other people are doing. And it's not anything nefarious. We like to see what other people are doing. Right? Don't we? I do. Well, like this right here. Let's cover that up. Just to be sure. Yeah. Okay, and that is number 9. Which, no, I'm not talking about the song. Now we move on to the glue. I don't know how much time we've saved, if any. I'm sure we have. Determined we have, really. Are you serious? There it goes. I left the cap off. Don't leave the cap off. Don't be me. I have 2 sitting over here already. I have to go soak the cap off. Okay. Now, you do know how to get all of these glue bottles unstuck, don't you? You take the cap, and if you've got something small enough to fit in there, please do. I have yet to find something small enough to fit in there. Everybody keeps telling me what to use. None of that works on these. These are really cheap ones. Like, I have some that I got at Michael's, and some that I got other places, but they're all small. Sewing pins don't work, and all that stuff people tell me to use does not work on these. So, nope. Okay. 1. Remember, middle panel. Cross that line. Cross this line. Down. Smush. Open it up. Bottom side. All the way across. Smush. Bottom side on this panel only. And smush. Ah, don't smush it that way. Don't smush it that way. Middle panel. Line, line, smush. All the way across. Smush. Bottom panel only. Smush. The glue part's the easiest part. Now, the inking is the longest part. Folding's pretty quick. Gluing's pretty quick. And the inking took a little longer for us because I kept stopping to talk and compare. So, I didn't get enough glue or didn't smush enough. I did something wrong. Smush, smush. Smush a lot. Like, it's best if you smush with your smusher. So don't be me. Smush with your smusher. No, don't reorganize. Middle panel. Line, 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 and smush. Line. Okay, so again, got some comments, questions, concerns. Please let me know. Please like the video if you like the video. Subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell if you subscribe, because YouTube's not the best at telling you when you get new videos from your subscriptions. So just bear that in mind. Yeah. Now, because this one's ripped, what we're going to do is we're going to glue here. And then see how it's just off the page there? Just add a little glue there. And that'll be fine. Log in, or not log in. Sign up for things. Come see us over on the Facebook group. Put your 2 cents in. Heck, put 4 cents in. I don't care. Inflation, right? Put a penny in. I mean, you can come over and just don't participate. A lot of people do that. Come over, and then when I release the freebies, you get the freebies. When I release tutorials, I tell the Facebook group first. Facebook group is always the first to know when I release a new tutorial or a new video at all, really. So if you want to know early, you're going to want to go to the Facebook group. And there you have it. How long is this video? 54 minutes. It took us an hour to make 9 pockets. And that's because I stopped to talk a lot. So if you don't stop to talk a lot and maybe put more glue on them than I did, I didn't glue that one at all. What? If I go back and found out I glued it and it just evaporated. Anyway, yeah, 9 pockets, 54 minutes, and that includes opening time and all kinds of things. 10 pockets. Did we do 10 pockets? We did 10 pockets. Because we also did this pocket. And there you go. That's how to make this pocket. All right, y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourself, and I'll talk to you later.